September 25th, 2000. I guess I spend most of my time at home by myself. I'm, I guess, a loner. It's hard for me to make time to spend with other people. Part of me is, afraid to get close to people because I'm afraid that they're gonna leave in a way. I spend a lot of time painting. This is Rose and her other personality. This one's the Easter Bunny. It's more realistic style. This was in Rolling Stone. I did this with my essay about Columbine. Painting was something that if I got stuck or frustrated in creating something musically, or really just for fun, if for nothing else. This was an early caricature of Twiggy that I did. This characteristic misshapen face, sort of Don Knotts meets Gregory Hines. Hey. Nothing, Mom. Since my parents have kind of retired, I've been taking care of them, and I'm on TV right now. They were living in Ohio, but I brought them out to California. Yeah, here. See, I'll put you on speakerphone.
Okay. What can I say? I made the Antichrist. It was like, everything you hear about him's true. All the bad things, right?
The thing that makes me happy the most is knowing that you got people around you that care about you. Why don't I call you in the morning before I leave?
Okay. You want us to watch the dogs, right?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Oh, okay. That's good.
All right. So I'll call you in the morning. Yeah. No. All right, I love you too. Bye. In my spare time, I'm usually going to see a movie or something like that. Or do you know how to get there? Other than that, I don't really like to go out that much when I've got so much at home. You ready? Yeah. We picked up Twiggy that night. I had to really force him to go somewhere that wasn't the whiskey bar, which is where he usually, I think he lives there at this point. It's probably not sanitary to come in. Right now, my life is being recorded. I don't want any of this to be the soundtrack to it. It's all bad. I'm a little nauseous, but I suppose that scene with the projectile vomiting is probably not going to help too much. We both always loved The Exorcist, so it was cool to get to go and see that and to sneak up into the balcony. We should have worn, hooded satanic robes. We wouldn't let you bring torches in here. There's something about when you're sitting up that you can't resist throwing shit at other people. So when she pukes, we should dump our cokes on people's heads. That would be fantastic. When I was a kid, I think the thing I remembered most about The Exorcist was Linda Blair being possessed by the devil and how scary that was. It had a lot of parallels for me because the movie was challenging different ideas about faith and it was looking at religion in a darker way. I think everybody is afraid of being possessed. Growing up, I was afraid of being possessed by the devil.
All right, guys.
All right, good night. Good night. I'll see you. I get back on Saturday. I'll talk to you before then. All right, good night. As an adult, I'm afraid of being possessed by the world and being possessed by ignorance and not holding on to my beliefs and what I feel strongly about. September 26, 2000. I'm pretty positive when it comes to doing, the less exciting elements of, being in a band, having to go to Tokyo to do press and things like that.
Mr. Warner?
Yeah.
I just have to ask you both questions. Did you pack your bags yourself?
Yeah.
No one's given you anything to carry?
No.
Hey, you're all set.
When I was 12 years old, I wouldn't have thought I would be flying to Tokyo because a bunch of people really wanted to talk to me. Cheeseburger, when I'm at an airport and someone recognizes me.
You look so good.
Oh, thanks.
So good.
Come on, kid.
I'm always going to be flattered by it.
Thank you. What's up, dude? How you doing? Good. Wow, how do we play?
I just think it's wild, you know, that you can go somewhere that's 16-hour time difference in us, and people know who you are, and they have your shirts, and they're playing your music. It's weird, you know. I think it's great. I know that I don't blank out when I'm sitting there waiting. 8th, 2000. I recognized a lot of the fans from Tokyo. They're very responsive. It's Marilyn Manson. Hello. And very excited about all American music.
Marilyn Manson is good. You guys rock.
Thank you very much.
I'm assuming that it's part of Japanese culture. They have a real respect.
Thank you very much.
They'll run up to you, but they'll stand back a few feet, and they'll ask, you know, to take pictures.
Okay.
They're very respectful people. Well, I guess it's part of, you know, growing up there. I like the little guy.
For me? Thank you.
They all make a big effort to be remembered by giving you gifts and things like
Oh,
that.
look at this. This is really bizarre. It's good. She's good.
It's almost like an extended family, even if you don't know their name.
This girl was in our home video.
You know their faces. As we've learned on this trip, I like to eat.
Basically, no chance I'm eating those legs. You supposed to eat this? So a cat threw up in here. I have to smell everything. He's got rock hair, and hair sells records.
I always like to eat the Kobe beef steaks when I'm there. That's the best meat usually that you can get in the whole world.
What do I have to do at this sales meeting?
So meanwhile, what has it work? We got a convention, there's like 1,000 people. They're gonna go through the convention, and then we're on last. And Manson comes after a video.
Anytime I go to Japan, I'm pretty positive about it because I look at it as just another opportunity, just another experience. If I didn't really want to do it, I wouldn't do it because I refuse to do anything that I don't want to do.
Long day tomorrow. Get some rest.
That's the only thing that you can go to bed at night being happy about, is knowing that you do stuff that you believe in. September 29th, 2000. About Hollywood is the completion of the 3 records. In the first couple of questions, any journalist is going to kind of show their colors, so I know how to treat them, whether I'm going to give them smart-ass, cynical remarks, or if I'm going to give them more legitimate statements.
Would you mind telling us, elaborating just a little bit about the theme of this new album?
It's meant to tie the 3 records together. This one is the beginning of the story. They seem to, in their questions, have a better grasp than some American journalists. It's very difficult for me when I'm being translated because I tend to respond in in-depth, long answers and have an opinion. And I always thought it was interesting. The theme from the TV show MASH, the sequel to El Topo, it was something that I wanted to create.
If you could make your answer just a little bit shorter or in segment.
Sure. Usually I have to do about 40 interviews in a row. I know that I don't blank out when I'm sitting there waiting. I'm usually predicting what the next question is going to be, or I'm examining the idiosyncrasies of each person who's interviewing me. He sounded like he was getting a rectal exam.
He was like, looked like the Geraldo Rivera or something of.
He sounds like me when I'm Japanese. So what? I make my statement after I get questions asked.
I have to come out and make a speech or something.
No, you don't have to make a statement.
I still don't really know exactly what the Universal thing was. I guess it was a meeting of salespeople and journalists for Japan.